Hi, Miss Morphew here, and today we're going to look at how to take an MP4. A student has recorded a 16-minute persuasive speech, and we want to know how to take this MP4 and put it into YouTube. So let's do a quick share screen. And you're looking at my desktop. I have Caleb's MP4 from the spring of 2023, and I will do something with it to take it, but you can see that there's an MP4 notation, that's the format that video is currently. You're also looking at an example where I've already taken it into that, but I used ScreenPal, formerly known as Screencast-O-Matic, and the audio didn't come through. So I'm going back to my familiar Zoom. There's so many things to learn about technology, and this is just one way to take your MP4. You've got it, and you need to make it into a YouTube video. So here we go. On my YouTube page, so you sign up and you make an account, you'll see your picture over in the right-hand corner. And when you've got that, there'll be a button called Create. If you click Create, you can upload videos, go live, create a post for your social media accounts or anything, LinkedIn or so forth. You can do a new playlist. So I have all my, you can see my playlists somewhere over here, where I have COM 2025, you'll see it in a minute, student exemplars, different projects I've worked on, or you can even make a new podcast. So we're going to upload a video. Then this screen comes in and it is literally drag and drop. His video is an MP4, and I went to pull it in and it said, nope, I don't think so. I'm not going to take it. And my trick for that I have found is that I need to save this on my desktop or in my documents or in my clouds so that I'll be able to see it and just drag and drop it right in. And I have a bar right here. I'm moving over from Zoom, but I see now I've got click on this video, and I'm going to do File, Export As. Currently, it's not letting me do the highest quality. I don't know, it's because of how he recorded it or whatever, but 480 will suit our purposes. He's called this Pass the Bill in Tennessee to Arm Teachers in Our Schools. And I want to put it on my desktop, but if you click these arrows, you can see that you can put it in many different places. Personally, I'm a desktop user because I like to feel like I can touch it, even though it's all digital. If you get it in the cloud, I might hide it. I don't know. So I've said that's where I want it, on my desktop, and I click Save. I'm moving this screen over because there it is. Now, instead of MP4 at the end, it has MOV. So we're going to take this movie and simply drag and drop it. YouTube is now taking this video and it's given me a screen. I can change the title. I can put in descriptive information or warnings or suggestions or extra links. And it's uploading pictures for the first screen. It tells me that I can put it in a playlist, and this is where you get to see all the playlists I have. I clicked on that arrow and I can see I'm going to put this in student exemplars because it is a student example. That's fine. And I'll click done. Next, it's important for you to say whether it's for kids or not, but there's some very high standards if it is for kids. So my suggestion for COM 2025 is say no. Just say no. They'll do some checks and they'll expect certain things and certain topics and graphics and so forth. So I just say no for us. You can see that they're processing and how many minutes might be left. And you're going to click through about 4 different screens here. So let's go to next. In this, it's actually a little more advanced than I tend to use for my purposes, but you can add subtitles, you can add an ending screen, and you can add what they call cards, those little pop-up ads and so forth during the video. Now I'm going to go to next, and you can see it's taking us along the timeline here. They're checking this video for any content, copyright infringement. They're checking it for any issues, visibility issues, opportunity, and I could get notification to fix any problems. I've actually never had any problems with check it. Next, we're going to look for visibility. That means who can see it, right? As it continues to process, it won't have any picture here. You get 3 choices. Do you want it private? Do you want it unlisted? Or do you want it public? I strongly suggest that it is either unlisted or public before you post a URL in discussion board for our class. If you say private, we get this screen that says nobody can see this one, it's private. You can actually schedule the date when you want to make your video public, and they give you some other content here. Since this continues to process, I'm going to go back to our first screen, back, because I want to show you about this thumbnail thing. As a speaker who does lectures for class, like how to submit bonus points at the end of term, I actually had taken a PowerPoint slide that I can change the title for and screenshot just that little section that I can upload as a thumbnail, and it tells students what the video is about. So you could do something to create a thumbnail, or as this continues to process, no issues are found, the checks are complete. It should be coming up with a picture here in a sec. It's going to give you 3 pictures from the video, and you pick the one that you think looks the best. Often for me, if it's a video recording for a lecture, before I started doing the thumbnails, I'm like, where do I look the prettiest? So, okay, we'll give this a second and see if Caleb's picture comes in and pick the right one. When we're finished with picking our right picture, here he is. Do we want that one? He probably wouldn't love that. How about that one? That one looks pretty good. Or that one? All of those are good. The video is actually pretty emotional. I'm going to go with this head tilt and that like engaging face there. So we'll go through next to our final screen. We're going to pick that this one happens to be unlisted because I don't yet have his permission to make it public. And then click save. We have a URL vid link, and it has been published. It's about 16, almost 17 minutes long. It's unlisted, we know. I can share it to any of these just by clicking on the icon. There's your LinkedIn. That's your professional Facebook thing, right? Professional, it's not Facebook. It is a professional social media. So you can really, when you're job hunting and so forth, you can really network with a lot of people. And you have your video address. All right, and there's our second copy of that.